Have you ever sensed something big was coming? That's exactly what happened in July 2025. An 8.8 magnitude earthquake struck off Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, triggering tsunami alerts across the Pacific. Japan, Russia, and even Hawaii braced for impact. Japanese authorities issued evacuation orders along Hokkaido and the Pacific coast, while Russia declared a state of emergency in Kamchatka and the Kuril Islands. Coastal towns were emptied within hours. Experts warned this could be one of the most powerful quakes and floods in decades. In communities across both countries, families stocked up, phones buzzed with alerts, and a tense quiet fell over shorelines as nature prepared to roar.
Что это? Ты видел окна, как у нас? Ну, понимаешь,
Все где пасал.
And then it happened. A giant wave over 3 meters high slammed into Severo-Kurilsk in Russia, flooding docks and sweeping boats away. A tsunami also reached Japan's Iwate and Hokkaido coastlines, where water surged into streets in towns like Kushiro and Sapporo. Meanwhile, tremors rattled local hospitals, forcing doctors to continue surgery during shaking. In Japan, trains halted and highways flooded. In Russia, entire fishing villages were evacuated. Infrastructure collapsed. In both countries, normal life vanished in moments. It wasn't just an earthquake, it was a full-scale coastal disaster, combining ground shock and flood in a terrifying double punch.
Yabaiよな。すげえ。あれ意味あるの？どうなってるのこれ。これすごいわ。写真撮っとこう。どうしたらいいのこれ。
Once the shaking eased, rescue crews jumped into action. In Kamchatka, officials evacuated around 2,000 residents from flooded towns. Boats and helicopters took people to safe zones, even as aftershocks rattled the ground. In Japan, coastal teams cleared roads and set up shelters along Hokkaido and Iwate. Hospitals still treated patients amid power hiccups and unstable floors. Volunteer groups delivered food, blankets, and helped families relocate overnight. Even doctors in Russia continued surgeries mid-tremor, shielding patients from falling objects. Across both nations, emergency workers pushed through exhaustion and danger to save lives, running toward chaos, not away from it. After the chaos, the destruction came into focus. In Severo-Kurilsk, tsunami waves up to 4 meters flooded coastal districts, swept tents and buildings into the sea, and cut off roads. Parts of Hokkaido saw up to 1.3 meters of floodwater, disrupting communities. Some rural towns suffered localized landslides from shaking and heavy rain. Power and water supplies faltered. Emergency shelters sprang up. Evacuees lined up for food and care. Though there were only minor injuries reported, the emotional toll was high. Homes ruined, livelihoods shattered, fear lingering in the air. Still, nobody reported mass casualties, a testament to preparedness and quick evacuations. Slowly, communities started to rebuild. In Russia, emergency services cleared debris in coastal towns and rebuilt essential infrastructure. In Japan, schools reopened even as recovery teams repaired homes. Local governments distributed food, water, and supplies. International aid and social media fundraisers kicked in quickly. Doctors who had braved surgery mid-quake returned to local clinics. Fishermen and families in Hokkaido swapped stories over tea as they cleaned beach debris. Everywhere, cooperation bridged boundaries, neighbor to neighbor, country to country. Despite scars, resilience shone. Life resumed in small steps, brick by brick, wave by wave, with hope anchored in shared humanity.
妈耶，马上塌了，这个桥啊，开车好大片哦，挨死下来的。走。哦，妈耶！哦。
And just like that, the road is gone.
This wasn't just a story about a quake or a flood. It was about people rising up. Japan and Russia faced nature's worst together, a megaquake and tsunami that could have been catastrophic. But communities listened to warnings. They evacuated. Heroes showed up. and recovery began before the water even fully receded. That's what defines us, not how hard nature hits, but how we respond. In chaos, we find unity. In destruction, we rebuild stronger. And in every trembling hospital or flooded block, hope remains. If this story moved you, remember, resilience isn't a single moment. It's every person helping another.
Many people. Please tell me getting this on video. Yeah, kids over.